Sigma.
Gotta get those levels right.
I'm a Sigma. I go out. I don't even.
Here we go.
Man Swoo.
Oh, fuck, blew it. Ready?
Man Swoo. Man Swoo.
This time. Third time lucky. Go.
Man Swoo.
See, I'm already smiling.
Hey?
I'm already smiling just because you're here in my presence, mate. In my
Well,
presence.
there we go. Well, what I thought I could do,
Silver Fox.
what I thought I could do, Jolan killed Kelly.
Yes.
Is
Hodgson.
well, it's the debut. I would say it's the debut of close to like 95% to 90% finished studio / office man cave finished. Okay.
I just want someone like in the production room, could you press the button for loud applause? Because I think it's just looking absolutely spectacular. Loving. Can I give you some feedback?
Yes. What I'd do is I thought I'd take you through a tour of the what the knickknacks, but open to feedback.
Yeah, you do the tour of the paddy wax, and let's go from there, shall we?
Okay, so at the top here is, and it's a bit washed out because my webcam's quite shitty. Can I improve the light? Not really.
Okay. It's okay. I can see you scooping into a heaving right-hand barrel.
Yeah. So my favourite shot of me, not the best wave I've ever caught in Raro, but it was just the best day of waves I've ever seen in my life. And luckily enough, Brooksie stopped by for about 30 minutes that day and snapped some pics and got me on that one. And I've always wanted to get that blown up. So Exhibit A. And then the hat with the Pounamu gifted to me by a lovely old auntie from Naitahu.
Oh, auntie.
And you can't actually see, but the little dot on the hat is actually a Pike 29 miner's badge.
Oh,
that was
nice.
Gifted to me by the families, the families group, after all the work I did with them on the Paparoa track.
It wasn't Prince William then?
No, that was so good, eh? Oi, I was going to say, I really enjoyed the boys episode, Joel and Tim episode. And just
fawning.
Joel,
It's
you
called
could tell
fawning.
Joel's... Sorry?
It's called fawning, isn't it?
Yeah, fawning.
Yeah.
You could tell that Joel was just a little lower energy that episode and a bit grumpy, and I really
just
enjoyed
a bit grumpo. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he had been made grumpy that whole week because of old Jacinda.
Well,
right?
he even said that there was he's been stewing for 3 days.
Yeah. And you could tell. And I actually enjoyed that little level of grumpiness and him just shitting on
nothing wrong
particular
with
things.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of discourse, is there?
And I feel awful how that, how he's been treated, his family's been treated through the whole Pike River thing.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
As we know, some people won't know about our wonderful friend and Greymouth podcast mafia member Joel Dixon lost his father in Pike River.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So that's a real, I was gifted that by the families group, and that was a real honor after I spent a lot of time project managing a lot of work on the Paparoa track, as you know, Joel.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
You were an integral part of that.
Top part there is obviously just church / Blaketown. My favorite old tubes bodyboard, a custom that I ordered about 12 years ago, and it's an old Dow core. It's dead now. It's dead, but the pipes I've got on that thing, yeah. And
I'd love to even see it. Sorry, no, carry on. I've got feedback to give afterwards.
No, carry on. It's a tour. Questions are open.
Okay. I'd love to, because I love that Tubes logo. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite board logos. I'd love to see that board even mounted on the wall, so to get a sideways vibe. But you've got I like what you've done with the wall space there. So that's just my own. I love to see the logo tilted.
I am thinking maybe I'll move the kakapo feathers. I've missed those. The kakapo feathers in the
Oh,
frame. Maybe
yeah.
move those and mount the board on the wall
Yeah.
there.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Now, the shelf is just all my favorite uh, DVDs, books. So you got Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Southern Seas photo book that came out like 10 years ago, which is just a Kiwi classic. Diffuser, which is a real controversial edition. And I just get random messages throughout the week from Jolan just saying diffuser.
I think it's such a weird thing to have here.
Oh my God. It's so, mate. Because the thing is like I've always wanted to have a cool man cave. We've all known that, and I've been working on it for years. Shout out to Joel Dixon and Tim Bummo for the carpentry and painting work that they did to remove the cabinet behind me. And the other thing now is that this is my permanent office as well. Like I don't have an office to go to. I work from home full time, and so I just wanted a space that each morning I'm excited to go and hang out in, and it's got a bit of my character in it. And the other one, I suppose, is PowerShell, the first power that I harvested since I was a kid. And I thought, I'll keep that because I got back into power diving about 2 years ago. And that was the first one, the proper sized power I got in 2 years. And I was like, fuck you, I'm going to keep that. And Paparoa Track construction team hat. So everybody that was on the construction team for the Paparoa Track got their own hat. So I've always kept that.
Yeah. Nice little plant. I love the little plant there.
Little greenery.
I love the little green LED light stick that you got there. I think it's a nice touch. Very nice touch.
Hang on.
Oh no, it's not. It hasn't got a remote, has it? Oh Jesus! You just broke the internet. You just broke the internet. It's fucking whoa! Imagine getting on the guac and watching that in the corner.
Have a guac up.
Oh my God!
It was like $20. Literally like $20 from Kmart.
Oh man, that's crazy! All the lighting that you can get these. Oh, that's
I like
cool.
that one.
Yeah, that's a nice little wee. Oh, that's Kamala Harris would have that in her rallies.
Rainbow.
Those colors, 100%.
Gay.
No, I think you've done a stellar job, and something for upcoming, people like myself who are taking an age to get their little wee section sorted out. So it's great inspiration, my friend. I think you've done a stellar job. What's the coffee mug? What's that? What's the writing on that?
Morning Combat.
Oh, nice, lovely UFC podcast.
Yeah, my favorite MMA / what do you call it? Washed Up Dad podcast.
Yeah. And looks like you got another little mini shot of stallions there, if I'm correct.
I think that's the Southern Seas book. That's Dinner Plate.
Oh, that's the Southern.
Ah.
Oh, that's what I meant to say. It was Dinner Plates. My bad.
Was it Tim Huxford? What was Tim's name? Remember the Needham Booger? That's him on the cover there, standing in the white gummies.
Yeah.
That was a legendary session, actually. Do you remember? This is when I think it was Fruey, Garden, B-Mac, and Tim. What was the blonde guy? Remember him?
Yeah.
What was his last name?
Tim Hutton.
Hutton. That's the one. Tim Hutton. And they had a few golden years, and they were just chasing all the slabs down south. And they had that was legit, like 10 to 12 foot perfect dinner plates. And there's this, I remember the sequence. I think, who was out there? Tim was out there, and I think maybe Fruey. I wonder if hopefully someone from Dunedin would correct us. But this is in the dying years of isolated website. And they paddled out that day, and there's a sequence of Tim on the shoulder of like a legit 10 to 12 footer, and he could have taken off, and he said in the forum, I didn't go. Like I saw the wave come through. I saw I was in the spot, and the fear of God just hit me. Like,
of course, fuck.
Yeah. So that's that shot. I remember that because Garden. Yeah. So that's Tim Hutton on the corner, the cover.
Funny story about Tim. He pretty sure it's him. Yeah, he came to Blakeo's years ago now, and there was a really fun shory bank. I remember he was here for a few days, and we were surfing it as much as I could throughout, working and stuff. This is back when I was at the Polytechnic, so it's well over 6 or 7 years now. I remember, yeah, he just didn't know the rules. You don't know the rules. You know the
No, the
rules. You didn't know the rules.
No, the rule.
So you just kept pedaling out the rip and like going every set, well, not every set, but I had to exert my authority.
Did you burn him?
I think I burned him once or twice, or I think I might have even said to him, "Oi, we don't do that. We don't do that around here.
Don't do that.
We don't do that around these here parts, my friend."
Brilliant, mate.
My friend.
He was good buddy that old time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I wonder what he's up to these days.
I don't know. I don't think he's living in Dunnos. He would have told me. I think he's living overseas potentially. But hey, let's get into a health check because we've had some feedback from our executive producer, and we didn't do the health check last week, so let's get that done. Okay, because it's usually in our first sort of after we shit talk. But let's do a welcome everybody to another Man Swoo podcast with your host Jolan Kelly and co-host Benjamin Hodgkinson. We're back. We're quite excited because we're going to see each other in the flesh tomorrow, which is pretty cool. Hopefully I can get over the pass. I'll have a bit of a weather chat very soon. But yeah, welcome everyone back, and let's get into a bit of a health check. I'll start with you, Benny Boy. How is your physical health lately? How's it been?
7.
Would you say 7 out of 10?
6.5 to 7.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Care to elaborate? We'll just give the flat number and we'll move on.
I don't know. I've just been what have I been doing? Surfing, working out. Just I would be an 8 if I lost a bit more weight and
struggle was
sleep
real.
better.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah,
but that'd be about it. And the other bit of feedback that we've received is not enough boogie chat at the start of episodes. So mindful of that too.
I've already got that into my show notes. So thank you for bringing that up. But let's carry on the health check. How's your mental health?
Man, that's like an 8.
Yes, that's nice. Yeah. It's tasty.
You know, it's a change in job. Change of job. No more corporate crap.
Yeah.
And what else? I don't know. Just things are good. I'll just sit in my office, honestly, because I've always wanted a man cave that just has all my personality in it, my favorite things. I'll just sit in here when I'm working and just look around and be like, fuck yeah. I've worked for this to have a space like this. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've waded through the corporate mire and now you've come through the other side.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you? What about yourself, mate?
Physical, yeah, I reckon I'm about a 7.28 out of 10. I'm feeling pretty good. After a fucking beautiful massage, which I can quickly talk about. I just treated myself, you know. I talk to you about it on the phone, but for the listeners and watchers out there, yeah, every now and then, probably on average 4 times a year, I'll treat myself, splash out and but pay for an hour-long, full body massage, and oh, what a treat! Because I've been rocking some knots in the old necks. You know, you would have heard last chat, had sciatica. So I feel like, honestly, like 200% better today. And the massage was yesterday. Like my neck's so much better. My back. Got a funny story.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
So was it a full butthole massage from Carlos, the local gay?
Incorrect. No, it was a full body massage from, her name was VL. don't know what her real name is, but she just gave her initials, VL. And I'll do a little story later on in the show about massages. I've got a funny story to tell. But yeah, that was great. So physically feel stellar. And yeah, mentally, yeah, really good too. I reckon probably 7.8, getting up towards the eights. Yeah. Although in saying that, I had a fucking stressful last 3 days. My boss was down from work. Was down for work to hang out with me, which was fine. But then we had some issues with deliveries on Friday, and I took Friday off. So then, like I still worked. Everyone thinks I do fuck all work, but on my day off yesterday, I probably did 3 hours work, which is just like, oh well, you just got to do it sometimes.
Just annoying.
It's just annoying. Like you got to fucking, when the urgent shit pops up, you just got to do it. And then today I had more work stuff to try, some fires to put out, which I couldn't put out. So got a little bit of, negative energy flowing around the coast on a few things, but I'm just trying to block it out. Just trying to block out those vibes.
Oh,
yeah. But no, yeah, we're in the sevens. It's good, mate. It's good.
Do you know what'll cure a lot of that stress, Jolan?
Is
a beautifully crafted background to match mine.
I knew you were going to say that, actually. I was waiting for it. We're getting there, mate. Do you want to get some updates on that?
Yes, please. I think we're all waiting for an update. And can I tell you something?
Of course you can.
I was a little, but I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with the flow.
And you have press record, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. We don't want to repeat that. A little disappointed that the kitchen fired up when I entered the Zoom chat. I was like, I thought he might be there. One wall at a time. One wall at a time. I was like, okay, but it's okay. I'm in a good space. And the Venetian is famous. It is famous in the Man Swoo world.
It's currently up at the moment, but as the light dwindles over the next course of the podcast, it will stay up actually because we need the lighting in this shoddily lit house. But I counted the walls that I need to do, right? Gave myself a bit of a scare. I've got 9 walls to paint.
In your lounge?
Yeah, I've got 9. Counted the walls. There's fucking 9 of them. You just making some notes here, are you?
Yeah.
You're writing that down. He's like, 9 walls. Just writing that down, Jolan. 9 walls. And so each wall is going to get 4 coats. So you can imagine how long that's going to take me. I've still given myself a deadline of Christmas. So I could imagine that the month of December, I might be doing a bit of Timmy toiling and I might be doing some bloody extracurricular painting activities on the weeknights to get it done before Chrissy. So that's the plan.
Yeah.
I would like to paint the windowsills, top them up with a nice white as well, but that might be Christmas 2026,
You've already done some painting, right? You've already done some painting.
What do you mean? Yeah, of course I have. Yeah.
So, no, this is where I'm confused.
Okay. Right.
So, you've painted Addison's room. You've done all of Addison's room.
Yep, that's complete. Okay. Yep.
You got Boydo to do the renos in your lounge.
Yeah, so I got new carpet in the lounge. Yeah.
New carpo.
Yeah.
Right? You installed a TV and you put that too high, but that's okay. All right.
I know. That's so true.
You should have asked me. It's okay.
I know. I think it was half cut when I was doing it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, but you've told me that you've already applied quite a few coats to areas in the lounge.
Correct. So we thought we discussed this last time. So I've completed the back wall, which is going to be the studio wall, where I'll have my bookcase and my NoFX record and my drums and a bit of lighting and the likes. I would like to invest in a little paint, a screen. What am I trying to say? A shot of me surfing at Wave Trap. I do want to get that up there.
The drop knee one.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So that wall's done. Okay. And so there's there's 3 walls in the what I call the studio / sunroom, right?
Yeah.
So southern wall's done. She's done. Complete. Tick. So that's 1 out of 9 done. Now the the western wall has got 2 coats. The northern wall's got 1.5. The western wall's got 1.5. And yeah, that's where I'm at.
It's so inefficient, Jolan. Just take everything out of the lounge, put some drop sheets down, and do it in 2 days.
Nah, that's not how I roll, mate. It's not how I roll. Most humans would do that. That's probably the best way to do it, is to do that. But I like to live in a state of stress. I'm a balanced guy. I don't like to work too hard on my days off. I want to do maybe 2 hours of chores max on a Saturday. If I've got a choice, I don't want to do any chores on a Sunday, but on a Saturday I might do 2. If the weather's fine, obviously the lawns and a bit of gardening, a bit of weed pulling, that goes without saying. But yeah, when it comes to extra chores in the house, yeah, I'm okay with 2 to 2.5 hours in a day. Like today, I did 2.5 hours. Oh, bloody bread! Oh, bloody bread!
You could do it in fucking 2 days. It'd be so easy.
Oh, easy. If I just did 2 8-hour days. Oh no, you still got to wait for the coats to dry. So it'd probably be 4 days, wouldn't it? Because I want 4 coats. So it'll be 4 days, really.
You should just get Joel over. He'd do it so quick for you and nice.
I do get a lot of satisfaction out of it, but it is painful for you and for everyone in my family, but not for me. Funnily enough, it's not painful for me at all.
Well, next time I'm over, right, I'm going to come over, and what we're going to do is we're going to start setting up your little studio for the potty. So, because I'm quite good. I mean, come on, I'm quite good at thinking up interior design ideas. I'm a bit gay.
Yeah, I think you could be. It's fine though. Little gay tendencies over there.
Cross-use gayness.
So that's the update. 1 wall at a time, my friend.
1 wall at a time. Now I'm referring to Joel and Tim having an absolute good old slap and tickle, giggle on the knee, slap tickle knee, bumming each other at the end of the podcast, giggle up about Jolan's painting progress, which is just classic you, mate. It's just so inefficient. It takes forever.
I know, but can you see the logic that I like?
No.
Well, probably not. No, probably
There's no
not.
logic to it.
I said it's the balance. I like to do other things.
Just imagine if you just gutted it out for a few days and then you could just sit down, done.
Yeah. If I think about it like that, that does make so much more sense. But that's 4 extra hard days of work outside my normal work.
I mean, the amount of times you've got to put drop sheets down, move things around, set up your paint, water your brushes, clean your brushes, all of oh my God, the amount of wasted time, mate. It's insane. I've got to take my hoodie off. I'm real hot.
Yeah, I'm starting to sweat up too, actually. But yeah, I do know what you mean. Yeah, it's very inefficient. But then I get to enjoy the other parts on my days off, which I like to do, which is sit on my fucking ass, play video games. I like to go surfing. I like to take Tessie for a walk. I like to play music, go for band practices. So I just like to do lots of everything over a span of time. Anyway.
Hey, you just talk a little bit. Now, what I want you to do while I'm just turning this light off, okay, is talk about the 90s surf company conspiracy to destroy the boogie boarding. Okay?
Yes, okay. That's an interesting topic, actually. It's thrown that to me. So what I know about the topic, what I know about the topic, he's he's Watcher's doing some weird shit in the background. He's getting all his lights sorted. Oh, he's just turned on a little light, a little wee shelf light, bookcase light. That's quite nice. It's quite nice, but it's a bit grainy. It's made the visual a bit grainy. He's just testing out some light stuff. I actually just having more fun commentating you walk around. And he's back. So you were just
doing a running commentary.
Yeah, I was. It was. I was. Is that your first topic for the show though, was it? A bit of the 90s what do they call it? Billa-quick-curl or what is the
Billa-quick bong.
Billa-quick-bong. That's it. No, that's because you got Billa and Bong. It's Billa-quick-curl. Or
Billa-quick-curl.
Yeah, Billa-quick-curl. Yeah.
Those
so why did you bring that up? Is it because of that bloody awesome little wee Kingy video that came out a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might splice that in if I can.
Yeah. So I don't know. For most people who are into bodyboarding, most people will know this story. But for people who are bodyboarding adjacent, the likes of Big Rubes, he might know this sort of story. But in the 90s, bodyboarding was absolutely booming and thriving. And a lot of professional bodyboarders across the globe, especially in Australia, a lot of professionals were getting, big sponsorships from the likes of Billabong, Rip Curl, and Quicksilver. Like good amounts of money to go on surf trips, money to enter competitions, obviously free stock, great contracts, incentives, the whole shebang. And then the conspiracy is, but I think it's more truth than conspiracy, is that it was printed in magazines that bodyboarding is going to kill stand-up surfing because of how popular it was. And so the conspiracy is that a few of the big wigs and some of those big board meetings and some of those big companies decided, you know what, we're going to stop this because we're old school surfers and we don't want to share the love and share the profits. Let's just nip it in the bud, and we'll kill all the contracts. We'll get rid of the riders, and that is what happened. Like, all of a sudden, your Ryan Hardys, your Damian Kings, your Mitch Rawlinses, they all got dropped from the big companies.
Yeah, overnight it literally was like a conspiracy by the big three brands to go, right, this sport is growing in popularity too much. And even me, I knew boogie boarding was a big thing in the 90s, like pro boogie boarding. And yeah, like even at school and stuff, like people would buy Riptides and I think it was Bodyboarder magazine just as much as Tracks Mag and Surfer Life and all those, and then overnight it just died. Because I think like what Kingy said, they got together. Well, they all had an idea, because they're all mates in the industry, right? It's a tiny thing. Like I remember when Dean Briggs was talking about his time working at Riptide, and he said it was his dream job, and then after he was in there for a while, he was like, "This is fucking gross. How political everything is, and everybody's threatening to pull sponsors or ads if this certain guy gets a shot in a mag." So I really do think Kingy might have had a really valid point that these fuckers, tried their very best to destroy it, and they did a pretty bloody good job of it, really.
They really did. I don't think they would have, the three big bosses gave each other a phone call. I almost feel like one of them must have made a decision and did the cut, and then the other two would have just said, "Yeah, well, fuck, he's dropped all the bodyboarders. I'm going to drop them too. We'll save some money. We'll sponsor some groms." Yeah, and what's interesting to me is, so that's at the macro level, right? The micro level, I got to see it, and all you have to do is talk to the likes of good old the true king of Blakedown, James, not James, but Steve Newby. You talk to him because he saw the Blaketown bodyboarders just sprout out of, what was probably 3 or 4 guys in the late 80s, early 90s. Soon as like 94 to 98 happened, we just multiplied like freaking gorse pushers.
Yeah.
So like, and you talked to him about it, and he was like, they got worried because like they would have seen, the members for the Kahuna board riders probably drop. And they're like, fuck. And all these bodyboarders just paddling around, annoying the shit out of them.
Yeah.
So it's real, and so it was worldwide, eh?
That's mad, eh?
It is bad, but I guess it's like anything. Like, imagine if there was a new sport that came out in the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I don't know, what could you make up? Half a bodyboard, or I don't know, like fucking surf skis, like people are slaloming down the fucking, who knows what it is, some gimmick. Imagine if that happened and all of a sudden your local break, there's 20 new riders out there riding some fucking weird piece of something.
Yeah.
How would I feel? I'd feel just the same as newbie. I'd be like, what the fuck are these things doing out here? Get out of it. Get out of it.
I think the closest thing is, how like supboarding has become so popular, and the level of skill that you need to get into supboarding is really low because you don't need to learn how to paddle and stand up.
Yeah.
And then you can catch waves really easily too. And this is very similar to booking, right? You don't need how to paddle that well. You can catch waves really easily. The level of skill to just get into wave riding is so much lower than standing up on a shortboard or even a longboard.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
So yeah, I get it, but I think that the level of hate that we've all endured is just fucking bullshit, really. I'm glad that we went through it too, though, because it gave us a real identity. And last night I was listening to a really good podcast. It was Jonathan Wayne Freeman, that surf comedian guy, the Californian guy, does stuff with Raglan Surf Reports sometimes.
I think I know the guy. Yep.
And he had Joel Tudor, the legendary longboarder.
Yeah.
Who doesn't mince words. He's like a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Fucks people up. And his sons are now like pro surfers.
Josh is, yeah.
Yeah. What was it? Tosh.
Oh, sorry, is it Tosh? My bad.
I think it's yeah. And he was saying to his son, okay, to be a pro surfer first and to really stand out, first thing you want to do is become friends with the bugs, because they know where all the good waves are.
Yeah, nice.
They charge, and they're not in it for the money or the image. And then they just went on this little spiel for a while in the podcast. It just came out like a couple of days ago. Fucking good listen. And he's just shitting on the WSL and corporatism and surfing, and yeah, it's awesome.
I love that shit.
He's a good follow on Instagram too. Real good follow on Instagram.
I think I already follow him. Yeah.
The barrels that guy's got on a 9-foot gun at Pipeline are just legendary.
Oh, the Tudor, you mean? Yeah, not the
Tudor.
comedian guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And and they're both just saying, just like they're just giving bugs just big ups, and they're like, what did they say? Because they're both in their 50s. And they're just saying how like it was fucking stupid in the 90s and the oldies how anti-bugging everyone was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they should be. Yeah.
Honestly, I think as it sounds a bit morbid, but as soon as the older crew kind of die off and stop surfing, we're going to see more harmony in the ocean, I reckon. You just look at Nathan Florence, and that's another show note. It's been cool watching his latest vids over in Ireland. But Nathan's always shouting out the bugs, always giving props. Like, he knows all the bugs' names, probably, like every big wave.
Those are the pros.
Yeah, he knows all the bugs that he surfs with, even like the locals, and he's like shouting out their names, like, yeah, go Ben, yeah. Like, it's just wholesome. This is what it should be like. There shouldn't be. It's just grow up, everyone. If you hate bodyboarders, you hate yourself, really, when it comes down to it.
You're a kook. Because
also, you're just insecure. That's all it is.
That's all it insecure kook. You always see like on Facebook or Instagram or Reddit when a booger gets posted on like a surfing forum or a stab mag, right?
Oh, and all the comments are so
and all
bad.
the comments and but if you, it's always the same, because if you like the rippers, like the stand-up rippers are like sick, go the bugs, but then
and then it's like big draggers.
It'll be some kook whose cover photo is them on a 2-foot wave at their local boost dancing, who can't, and they're like fucking dick draggers, and it's always the biggest kooks, with a few exceptions, but it's always the biggest kooks usually who ride off boogers. And
like Kobe Everton isn't a kook.
No, yeah, but
he'll always ride off bugs.
Yeah, he's an man. You want to talk about fucking insecurity?
Yeah, exactly.
Just on that, the slab tour poster. I'm just going to share that.
For Nathan on Florence. Yeah. See, he's got hats out now.
Yeah, I want one.
Yeah, I want to get one too. He's wearing it on the latest Ireland.
Where's
Riley's clip.
What the hell?
And my volume's okay. My microphone's not too loud. It's all good.
That sounds fine.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, I'll just have to. Oh, that's
while you're looking that up. Can we talk? Did we have we talked about his very embarrassing and humiliating surf out at the right? Have we talked about that on the pod yet?
How's that humiliating? The guy was trying to paddle the right on a stick, bro. How's that humiliating?
Yeah, true. I just think,
come on, mate.
He looked humiliated, and I felt bad for him because, he's touted as the best free surfer in the world, the biggest wave surfer in the world,
slab surfer in the
slab
world.
surfer,
yeah.
And he probably chose the wrong board length, and he couldn't read the lineup very well, and he just kind of cooked it a bit.
Nah, I actually totally disagree. I watched that vlog, and the swell direction wasn't very good. So they were coming in from, I think they were saying coming in from the south way too fast. So there was no real chip-ins. It wasn't quite big enough. And I think that like the Josh Garner and who was out there booking? Josh Garner and
I don't think Ackerman was out that day.
There was someone else booging with them.
Yeah.
But anyway, the two bugs who were paddling, even on a pumping day, even the bugs who give it a crack, which is actually insanity, they struggle too to get into them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's not a paddleable wave, really, even on a bug. They airdrop and acid drop constantly.
I agree with parts of what you're saying, but I just think he blew it with his board choice. I reckon he probably needed a smaller board to get into it, and I just felt bad for him, eh? I think you could see it on his face. He just felt like a bit of a loser, I reckon.
Yeah, but that's because he's got really high expectations of himself.
And I do too. I have high expectations of him.
I do too. He's the best slab surfer in the world, mate. No, like hands down. There's no one better.
I don't know.
Who's better at taking off on a slab than him?
It could be arguable. We don't know. He's just the most visible of all the slab surfers. So
consistently the best.
Probably underground. There's probably underground guys out there who are just as good.
Yeah, but he's just put it on the mat. It's fucking incredible what he's done.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, true. I'm not trying to write him off. I'm just saying I feel like he kind of blew that a bit.
I don't think he did. I really don't think he did.
We disagree on that topic.
Now, enable sharing, please.
Sorry, what's that?
Enable sharing, please, Uncle Faggot.
Oh, yeah, we should
have done that at the start. Faggot.
We should have done that at the start.
Uncle Faggot lives in Compton.
You should be good now. I'm just going to go grab another beer if it's okay.
Faggot.
Hold the fort, faggot.
Uncle Faggot. Right, Uncle Faggot. So here's the slab tour poster, which is available on Florence Marine X, which I want to buy stuff from Florence Marine X company, but they don't do any sizes for fatties. fucking assholes. So I hit them up in a DM. I was like, can you at least do like a double XL t-shirt? And they don't have anything double XL. So like, come
no
on.
2XLs, mate.
Nah, nothing. And so, because I really want some of their shit, like their trunks and stuff look so sick.
Can you
Like,
zoom
real
on
well,
his?
mate.
Can you zoom on his face? Because I feel like everyone's face is accurate except his.
It's a bit weird.
Hey,
But look at this. Shout out to the
yeah,
books.
that is sick. I love that.
Absolutely.
I
And he was
love
saying
that.
in the post he did, he's like, shout out to all the underground bugs who find all the slabs.
There you go.
Know? And it's his hot wife, eh? Hot wife. Damn.
I know she is hot. Well, think about again, micro. Who found the slab up the coast road that no one surfs anymore? But it is a legit slab.
Legit slab.
But no one surfs it, and the boys just fucking stumbled upon it, searching. It's
that is a legit slab.
It's the bug energy, eh? It's just that bug energy. It's you know what it's about. It's simple. We prefer waves that are fucking throaty and hearty and throw out. So of course we're going to find waves across the globe like that. It just makes sense, right? Just like
I love that wave.
Just like fucking 8-foot mini mail riders will find fucking right hand point breaks to surf.
Yeah, but like Joel Tudor had this real good point too, because he was always the only like sort of longboard in the lineup at a lot of big waves like pipe and that. So he had a chip on his shoulder and he had point proof.
Oh yeah.
And he was talking about it a while ago, just saying like, fuck, this current generation of longboarders are such pussies. They're just
really?
Because they won't surf real waves. They only want to surf 2-3 foot fucking point breaks. And what,
just do traditional fucking hang 5s and 10s and fucking little wee fancy footwork. Oh man, I think that's one of the gayest sports in surfing. Honestly,
it's so,
I hate to throw shade, as I'm being so hypocritical here, as we talked about, people throwing shade fruity on books. It's so fucking weird, man. I'm not into it.
It's fruity as fuck, but I ride a Mal a lot, right? I ride a Mal out at home.
Do you get the front 5? Do you do a 5er, dude?
I have a go at it.
No way.
Yeah, I've never done it, but I definitely, if I'm on like a long peeling right hander, and I've got a bit of grunt behind it, I'll give it a go. Parfitt does it. I've seen Parfitt do it.
You'll do the walk? Will you walk it up?
Yeah,
walk it up.
I've seen Parfitt do it. That's fucking sick. But the thing about
it's not sick, mate. It's not sick.
I don't know. Longboard. I actually rate longboarding, but I just don't like the way that the hipsters ride longboarding. They always wear tweed. They've got op shop fucking clothes on. They're driving a shitty old car, and they spend more time taking filtered Instagram photos than fucking surfing. I don't like the Sumner crew. I just don't want anything fucking do with it. It's so
sounds like a Miami crew kind of vibe, eh?
They're just more interested in looking cool on Instagram than just going fucking
but they'll claim that they're a soul surfer.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, I've met a lot of longboarders who rip on a stick, like on a shortboard as well. They just choose to, But I actually think like a 8-foot or a 9-foot gun in barreling surf is one of the best fucking crafts you can be on.
Be hard to ride in those types of waves, wouldn't it?
I think if you get in the barrel, it's just fucking such a sick way to. It looks so sick. I love watching those, those 9-foot guns getting barreled. They just look so solid, and the guys look fucking sick on them. Like, yeah, it looks real.
So hard to maneuver in the barrel. You just gotta like bottom turn, pick the right line, and just Yeah, but you can't do many adjustments, really, can you?
I've never got. I have been barreled on a longboard once, actually, out at Serpentine. Just a random roll. Remember that? I don't know if you ever surfed it. Me and NATO did. It was just this cool bank at Christmas time. The creek had blown out, right? And it had created this fucking sickly bank where there was roll-ins on the outside, like a left-hand roll-in, and then it would roll in for like 50 meters and then hit an inside bank and barrel. And I was only like 1 to 2 foot, right? But I was out there on my 8-foot soft top getting the roll-ins, and then trying to pig dog a little barrel
Jesus.
like on the log. And Nate Smith saw me get one. I made it too. But I can tell that getting barreled on like a gun or a longboard is actually a pretty fucking sick feeling because you're going so fast. You're
speed factor.
Yeah, that's what I really enjoy about logging is you actually are going fucking fast. You go through all the chop, it carries your weight. You know, the calves, if you really stand on the tail and fucking lean into it, you know, it feels pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't comment because I, as you know, can't surf very well. I have a 30% get up rate on my 5.8 soft top. So yeah, I can't really comment on the matter.
The way I taught myself how to stand up and just do it well was I borrowed a mini Mal off my flatmate back at uni when I was at uni.
Everyone says that. Everyone says to do that.
Yeah, mini Mal.
Like a 7'4".
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like a 7'6", real fat, real slow.
Everyone says that, eh?
Yep. That's the best way. Then you get real comfortable at paddling, duck diving, and standing up.
Oh no! See, I'm good at paddling and duck diving. It's just the standing up is hard to do on a 5'8".
Your board's too short.
I know, but I'm too stubborn. I don't want to buy any extra boards. I'm just going to keep, like me, with one wall at a time. I'm just
one board at a time.
I'm just going 1 foot at a time on my 5'8". Okay. I'm a weird dude. Okay, I'm a weird dude.
And just on that,
yeah.
Also, in the world of booging, there has been some fucking incredible, sick videos from Beefs and from the Breaking Even boys of recent wedge. Where you doing on your phone?
I just saw a Patreon message come through, so it was well, that's a nice little segue, little plug for our Patreon. I put up a video today of the crazy storm. I'd love to talk about it too on this pod at some stage. Gnarly storm that hit Greymouth. It's kind of petered out now, but and I had a couple of comments on that from Joel and Pakey.
Yeah, and the other thing actually, just on Patreon, we continue to upload quality stuff. I've got a vlog coming up. From exciting. A recent, really fun surf.
How many minutes do you think you might get out of that in the video?
I actually did a little mini podcast with Sam Fatman CEO Brooks on the way down. It's about a 9-minute interview.
CEO.
We went and got some corporate barrels with Sam Brooks.
Has he actually been climbing the ladder? Because he's one of those guys that would climb all the way to the top. What's he up to now?
Sammy literally is starting his own company in 2 weeks as the CEO.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
No way. In that same industry or not?
Yeah, in food safety.
Wow. That's epic.
Yeah.
Shout out to the fucking seal.
The seal.
Seal.
Sammy the seal.
Oh, it's so good. Fuck.
So I've been giving him shit saying
good work, Brooksie. I'm proud here, Brooksie. I'm bloody proud. Can I have a job? Yeah, proud.
Can I have a job? So we went and got some corporate barrels with Sam the CEO.
That's good. Corporate barrels. No, I don't think anyone's ever said that in the whole world.
That's my new thing. Because I went around to Sam's yesterday, dropped something off at his house, and his business partner, I won't go into who they are or anything, I've already said enough. His business partner, who's a high flyer in New Zealand business. I'll tell you after who it is.
Yeah.
Well known. And fucking he surfs apparently.
Oh, cool.
And Sam goes, I'm keen to take old Jono down there and get some barrels. I was like, no corporate barrels for him.
Did you say it's not happening on my watch? Sorry.
No corporate barrels. I said to Sam, it's lucky you get any corporate barrels because the last time that guy checked the surf forecast was probably when it was dial a phone forecast $1 a minute.
Yes.
And he probably still fucked it up even back then. He probably went to, I got such a good story. Well, we're doing
Okay.
He's gonna, okay. Do you remember before Surfline, before Boy Weather and all that, and you had to either ring the surf forecast phone line or...
Don't I know it? When I was
Yep.
in Gisborne, we had to do that, and it was like the what was the surf shop called? Oh, the Blitz Surf Report, and it was like 8 or 9 o'clock in every morning, and you'd bring it up because I was too far away from the beach, so I was like, it was so exciting, and then all of a sudden, sorry guys, it's 1 to 2 foot again.
So yeah, there was that, and then there was also in the paper. Do you remember in the back of the press?
Yep. You look at the map
grain.
of New Zealand and have the meters of the swell coming in and the wind.
Yeah, and the direction, right?
Yeah, that's old school as.
So this is probably like, this is, sort of the dawn of Boy Weather, and this is probably back in like 2005, right? So that was when Boy Weather was starting to really kick in, right?
And then the magical password that went around the traps.
$10, cunt.
We've talked about it before. But yeah.
Now, so Sam and his brother and my mate Razzie, the three of them wanted to go to Hickory Bay for a surf, right?
Sounds like a gnarly crew, right from the get-go.
Just fucking call Lord crew, like don't fuck with these boys, they'll have you. They're actually called the Hickory Wolfpack. No, that didn't work.
Yuck. No, that
didn't work.
I was trying to think of something like Bra Boys, but like the Hick Boys or the Hickory, the Corey
Hickory
Boys.
Homos. Yeah, the Hickory
Homos. That's better.
Yeah, so the Hickory Homos, right? They banded together on a fine morning in 2005 and woke up early on the morrow. And
crack at 10.
At the crack of 10. And they went down to the local shop and got the press. And they're like, right, where are we going today for a surf? The Hickory Homos are on the adventure, right?
Yeah, gotcha.
And so someone, I think it was Razzie, or it might have been Jimmy, Sam's brother. So they got the press, looked in the back of it, and it said to them 1 meter of south swell. And they're like, sweet, fucking.
Pumping.
We're up to Hickory, boys. Yeah, Hickory Homos are riding again, right? And
double entendre there.
Yeah. And so they got to Hickory, and it was dead flat on onshore, right?
Classic Hickory Homos.
So the Hickory Homos, the vibes were dead, and they either got back to the car or got back home and looked back at the press and realized that they'd read the key.
Oh,
the key. Wait,
oh my God! They'd actually read the key, and it said
the key of the map.
Oh,
the symbol.
Wow.
So they've read the key, and it's like so they've.
So they didn't even look at the coast where the swell was going in.
So it was the key.
Oh, wow. What a blowout. So they didn't go surfing at all. It was probably pumping that day too, was it?
But I can tell you, it wasn't Sam that did it. Okay. I think it was Sam that found the mistake.
Yeah, of course. Now, I need to ask the question. I love the name Razzie. Where does Razzie come from? That sounds like a guy. It sounds like a guy I want to hang out with one time and have a fucking party with. Raz.
You've met Razzie.
Oh, I have, haven't I?
Mm.
Oh, okay. My memory fails me.
One of my get-togethers.
Yes, I would have met Raz.
Yeah,
Razzmatazz. Where does the name come from for Raz?
I don't know. Actually,
let's find out. Let's get Razzie on the pod, mate.
So, I don't know what we're talking about before then, but they just made me remember that story because when Sam told me that it was either Razzie or his brother that read the key.
Wow.
Fuck, I gave them shit for so long.
Hey, here's a thought. Shout out to your friends. Like, why haven't we got any of your buds up on the pod? because I've got a few of my buds on the pod.
Well, we've got to do Brooksie.
Yeah, we definitely have to
Yeah.
tee it up.
I don't have any friends.
Yes, you do. You got fucking Raz and
Boy,
Ringo.
How good have Bones been? Like back in his prime.
Oh, mate. Hey, Bonos might have a little wee in with your old mate, Nana San. Old Sandy's
nice.
flat. Yeah, Sandy's flat's back up and operational.
Yeah.
So I've hooked them up. So hopefully
Sick.
that might be good for him because he's been struggling to because rent's so expensive over here, and he obviously doesn't want to fucking flat with anyone. So
no, he pays $400 a week for that little place.
So I think he'll make some savings at Sandoz. So hopefully that works out for him.
Oh mate, thank you for doing that for him. Appreciate it.
Of course, I'm going to help the boys out.
Oh, you really helped me when I first moved to the coast. You got me a Nana Sands, and
why not? It's a mutual thing, It's mutual. Helps my mum out and helps the boys out.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's sick. I'd love to see that. I hit up Liam Shapcott. I'd really, really like to get. He's ignored me because he's such a core lord.
Yeah, he might be a bit too quiet for the pod.
He's so understated, but I still think he's the most stylish bodyboarder to come out of. He'd give Smithy and Adam McLean a run for their money. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely a stylish mofo. Is
Doesn't
he vegan?
Is
he vegan though? I'm already judging him.
I think
I'm already judging him. I saw a post he put up on Instagram and he was talking about his beans and the protein in there, and I was like, he's a vegan.
Hey, leave him alone.
I was worried about his testosterone.
He's got a huge Peruvian dick. You just leave him alone.
Peruvian? Right? Is he from Peru?
His mum or his dad is.
I wonder why he looks so ethnical.
Now
it's a new word I just made up.
The other guys that would be good would be Parfitt, James Smith, and Muffin. If you got
Parfitt,
those
for sure.
If you got those three, that'd be fucking legendary. I got a story about those boys too. I don't know if I'm chewing too much airtime with them.
That's good.
They all went on a charter down to Stuart Island, like a fishing boat charter.
Oh yeah,
and it was like
fucking booze up, but a deck.
Oh my god,
fishing.
They nearly broke the skipper. The skipper's like this notorious local, right? Them retelling me the 4 days that they had there just had me in fucking stitches. I was like,
oh my god, retail.
Yeah, retelling their trip, but like they broke him. And this guy's like a hardcore fucking
drinker,
Stuart Island local, right?
Yeah, and he'd know how to drink.
Like the typical 4 days is the first day that he takes them down to an inlet, Stuart Island, go fishing, and then the crew will just rip into the piss and the drugs,
especially the first night. First night will go gnarly. Everyone's excited.
Yeah.
Bit of nervous energy, definitely on the booze.
So that's the usual fucking like way it runs, but not with the fucking scumbags from South Shore. Not the South Shore scumbags. Fucking these boys broke the skipper, because like after the second or third night, after they just ramped it up, they'd wake up, Bloody Marys, darts, fucking drum and bass, and just get stuck into it at 7 a.m.
Joints.
Well, like the second or third morning, the skipper would be like, fuck these cunts. They've only had like 3 or 4 hours sleep. So you just 7 a.m. crank up the music, and they're just like, righto, we're back into it.
Oh, called his bluff.
And he'd had enough. Like they said when he motored them back to bluff.
Unintended.
Yeah, he just fucking had enough. And then to top it off, Biff fell in the water at the wharf.
No.
He's so fucking wrecked.
That's good.
They're a good crew, those boys.
Bit of mongrel.
Parfitt would be good, eh? If you could just, because he's another quiet guy, but if you could get him to get him going.
Oh, no, just have a few beers while you're doing the potty and just get him to tell some yarns, because he would have seen, because he's got some great West Coast, surfing, bodyboarding adjacent yarns from the 90s and the noughties and all of the rest of his life. He'll have some epic yarns, eh?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking microphone's annoying me. I can
Why?
listen back to myself now, and I can hear
Oh,
it echoing. So I have to keep it real. Fucking
you don't
annoys me.
want
I just got
that.
to keep
That
it
used
so
to,
close.
yeah, but that used to annoy you way back in the day. You get a little bit of a delay, like an echo feeding back through your headphones.
Yeah, I can hear it doing it, so to keep close.
Oh, that's annoying.
Fucking thing.
Hey, I've got a few show notes to go through too, by the way.
Yeah,
But
I've got one that I really want to touch on.
yeah, cool.
But how about we crack into yours,
Well, should we just go one for one? I've got about probably three.
you local
Um,
faggot?
I want to keep it bodyboarding adjacent to keep
Mm.
everyone engaged in the pod because, our listeners are important and it's probably, I'd say, what do you reckon the ratio is? 75 to 80% bugs who probably listen, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be about that, eh?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's do your favorite topic.
Oh no.
World bodyboarding. For those who's
Not
listening, Hodgo's already in a bad mood.
not my world champion.
Oh, but I'm going to do it, okay? And it's good for you because you should at least know what's going on out there. This is where you dip the chair, really. This is the chair dipping exercise. But please chime in if you'd like to, even if it's a negative comment. Look, I don't want to put you in a bad mood, but I feel like we owe it to our listeners. So the Fronton King happened very recently. Day one, day two, the surf was pretty good. It was clean and big. Unfortunately, finals day was pretty sloppy. It was onshore and about 4 foot, probably only 3 to 4 foot. It was hard watching, but what I did today is I did some research for this podcast. So you bloody listen and shut up. Well, you're not talking, so don't shut up. Talk. So yeah, I watched the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the final today for this podcast, and I can report back. Surf was bad. The riding was okay. Too many backflips for my liking. But I got to do a couple of shout outs. Not that they'll ever hear this, but you never know. They might do. Shout out to Amaury Laverne, who I have previously disliked. I don't even know the guy, but I feel like I wouldn't like him. One of those humans that you just see online and you're just like, I don't know if I'd like you. But I got to take my hat, I got to take my beanie off to him. He was surfing fucking good. And he did this crazy air reverse, bro, in the semi-final. It was like a full-on loopy air reverse, because the left-hander at Fronton gets a bit fucking weird. That section, it gets a bit wedgy. So he hit the section to the craziest fucking loop air reverse, landed it. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, sharing the screen. So yeah, the eventual winner was Tristan Roberts. I think that's the second time he's won it. So stop there. So that guy pointing the finger, that's our new world champ. Shout out to him. His name is Amide Solivieri. And he's fucking young, dude. I think he's like 22 or 23. So PLC had to go through to the final, I think, to win. So it was basically down to two riders. Oh, and stop there too. This young guy in the middle doing the shucker. Do you know about him?
No.
You can talk on the microphone if you want.
No.
You can say something.
No.
So he's an Aussie. His name's Anthony Miller. So that was pretty cool to see him do well. And obviously, whenever an Aussie does well, all the social media accounts across Australia. He's 16, bros.
That was sick.
He got a good pipe and did a good roll, eh?
Can you see this? I'm sharing it.
Yeah, I can see it. So hopefully the people who watch the YouTube clip of this pod will be able to see that. But how was that? This is cool.
Fucking legit. Oh, GT.
Nah, bro, it's Uri Valadao.
No, that's GT.
No way. Is that GT?
That's GT.
I don't think so, bro. It's Uri Valadao.
Guilherme Tamega managed to find the high score of the event by far.
No way. He did go in today.
That's GT.
Oh my God, it is too. Because I heard that he did go in it. God, he looks like Uri Valadao.
Look at that.
I heard that he That's amazing. He got knocked pretty early, actually, in one of the earlier rounds from memory. But
Okay.
fuck him. Oh, it is. Look, he looks
Yeah.
just like Udi Balladal. They both got silver hair.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's got blonde. He's got blonde tips. Oh, fucking Tams.
Hell yeah.
He's got blonde tips.
Hell yeah.
Frosted. He's got frosted tips, baby.
I'm trying to find this fucking era verse that he got a 10 for, a Mirrored Laverne. That wasn't a 10.
Oh, are
What
you
are they
talking about the
doing?
one that I'm talking about?
That
Oh no,
wasn't
it's a, sorry. The one you got a 10 for was a right-hander. It was a right-hander error verse, and it was fucking. I saw the footage of that. It was hectic. It was. No,
wasn't
it's not.
this.
That's not him. It's someone like Gabriel.
Yuck.
It's Gabriel Braga.
Can't
Braga.
watch it, mate.
Gabriel
I mean,
Braga.
I can't do what these guys are doing, but I expect a fucking certain level, Jolan.
Mm-hmm.
Is this it here?
Yeah, that's it. No,
That's
that's Tristan.
Roberts.
There's one where Amori does like it's a psycho section. Yeah, yep. Here it is. Just scroll over. He hits it late, gets flung out into the flats, bush, or maybe not the flats, but right in the but hard landing. Look.
Come on, mate. Look at the
Yeah, I don't know
comments.
if it's
10 points.
let's watch it again.
What the
I
fuck?
don't think it is a 10, to be honest. I think it's
That's
more
not
like
a 10, bro.
I think it's more of an 8.93. What do you reckon?
I don't know. I don't know
High
because I
nines?
didn't watch the comp and the conditions, but
Yeah.
I think a 10 is when someone gets a crazy deep barrel and then links some moves together or links one massive move together. Or
I
a
don't know.
massive
Watching
spin
it
in the barrel to a flip out, you know?
watching it again, that was a full rotation. He hit it a bit late. My only critique is he hit it late. And he went out into the flats rather than up and over, but full rote, and the landing wasn't super clean. I don't know if
I
it is a
mean,
10.
it's
It's high
insanely
nines.
technical.
It's a high nine. It's a
It's
high nine.
insanely technical, but for me, like,
So
I
for
just
those
can't
of you,
support this organization, mate. I just can't watch it.
oh, you come on, mate. It's world bodyboarding. You got to at least sniff. You got to sniff, even
I
just to
can't.
critique it. Even
I
just to
have
critique
tried.
it.
I have tried to watch. I can't handle the people that can barely speak English doing the commentary. I can't handle the fact that people get being fucked over by this comp and this tour. Tanner,
Yes, that's yep.
PLC,
That's I agree. I agree.
the dodgy sponsorship deals, the dodgy fucking dealings, the dodgy
I know.
judging.
I know.
Can't do it.
But it's our sport, and we still love
Not
it.
my
right?
sport, mate.
Are you
I
not
can't do it.
bodyboarding's not your sport?
This is not what represents my love of bodyboarding.
Okay, but it does on the world stage, unfortunately.
No one's watching it, Jolz.
If you look at some of the YouTube clips, because I actually I was showing who was around here the other day.
Shot. That's fucking sick
that's
shot.
A cool left. Let me finish.
Oh.
But I was that's sick too. That's a bloody stealth board too.
Is that an Aussie? Ethan.
No, it's Ethan Capdeville.
Who's that? I have no idea who's, and that's the thing.
That's
I have
the
no
thing.
idea who's.
That's why I'm here to educate you, because you've just unplugged, which is a bit sad, to be honest.
No, I haven't unplugged from booging. I've unplugged from
you've
the
unplugged
tour.
from this. You've unplugged from IBC.
Yeah, because I can't handle it. I don't want to watch a corrupt tour.
This is one of your little personality quirks that I'm not fond of. You just quit. You just quit on certain things.
It literally makes me depressed trying to watch it. I don't want to watch it.
Oh,
I
we
literally
don't want
get sad.
We don't want that.
I get sad. I'm like, this.
Yeah, I know, but you've still got to have a little bit of hope. That's what humanity's all about, having a bit of hope.
Well, I've talked about a million times. If you and I ever had any balls, we'd try it ourselves and try to
let's not watch that clip. All right, stop sharing.
Try to get the right business partners to.
I know.
Do our thing. The World Cup.
Look. I don't want. What I don't want for you to do is every time we talk about IBC is for you to get all shitty and poopy. You just have your. Everybody knows by now that you absolutely hate the IBC.
Yeah.
I don't absolutely hate them. I agree with a lot of what you say, but can you at least just let me give you some updates and give you some feedback on what's happening out there without you turning it into a fuck these guys sort of thing?
I did. I literally opened up the page. I shared clips,
which is great. Thank you for doing
and
that.
some of the clips were fucking sick.
Good. Cool. All right, let me carry on. But you did go on a dark rant, which is perfectly fine. You're allowed to do that. I just don't want it to overtake my update.
Okay. Let's go to your update, please.
Yeah, well, so I've been updating as we've gone through, but I just wanted to give a couple of positive remarks on the IBC. The production's gotten better.
Yeah.
The graphics, the replays are quicker. The scores that are popping up are getting quicker. The commentators, yes, they do a bit of broken English, but actually most of the broadcast, it's leaning more towards English now, which I've noticed, which is nice.
What,
of course,
Manny?
Well, sorry?
Was it Manny still?
No, see, that's how out of touch you are, bro. Manny hasn't been on there for probably, I'd say, 6-7 years.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. See, there's a negative coming through again. Kind of derails my updates when you go down these paths. But yeah, it's a lot better. Like they are improving, which is nice to see as a consumer of their content. But yeah, a young new champion, which is kind of cool for the sport. He is from the Canary Islands, and then I don't remember the guy's name, but a young guy from Canary as well won the Pro Junior. So yeah, pretty big for the Canary crew. And a little hint of Australia coming through with the young fella there, Anthony Miller. So shout out to him. That's my wrap up. The waves were good in day 1 and day 2. Can't remember about day 3 and day 4 because I didn't watch it, or day 5. But the last day looked pretty shit, which is a shame because, as we both know, fuck, there's been some comps there when it's been 10 foot and absolutely firing, eh?
Yeah, I don't mean to derail it. I see more of me. It's like joking banter, shitting on the IBC rather than trying to derail your update.
Doesn't feel like joking. It does feel a bit more like negative.
Well, it is. I really don't like them. I really don't like them.
We all know this, dude.
Like I feel like if I met the tour manager or the owners or something, I'd probably have a go at them.
But we know this. You don't need to keep reminding us.
I think they're corrupt fucking assholes, and
I know you think that, and I agree. Actually, it's pretty obvious that it's a fucking absolute monster organization, not paying the riders, and there seems to be a lot of dodgy dealings going on.
How about those Chilean kids that got beaten up by the Canarian locals, and then there was no repercussions, and they went home penniless, and there was no fucking consequences for the locals because of some fucking weird racist beef between Canarian Islanders, Spaniards, and Chileans.
Mm-hmm.
2 kids, they got beaten up, gang bashed. Fuck that. I'm not supporting that. They can get fucked. There's no class, mate. Hey,
you don't have to support it.
This is why we did the podcast. This is why we did the podcast. Is because
I'm going to report on it. I'm going to report on it. I'm your conduit to this side of the world. Okay.
Absolutely. I'll take your IBC updates. I'm happy to do them because I'll tell you what, Jolan. Back in the IBA days when the tour was on fire, and even before then when it was just like a sort of a pretty grassroots tour, I fucking loved it. I'd stay up until 5 in the morning watching it. In fact, I would have you, Adam, and Jay, fucking
Griggs. Sorry,
Morrison and Mason over at my house until 5 in the morning, cooking roast for you cunts, watching the front on comp.
That's right. Fuck, that was a good night.
That was an epic night.
As too, I think.
We got wrecked. So don't ever accuse me of not supporting tours, but
I meant this.
Yeah. IBC is a different story. And APB, the Alex Leon one, that was okay. Was good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. They just couldn't sustain it. But I think, I'll just say it again, you'll never, ever have a successful bodyboarding world tour. You need to have a World Cup. That's it. 2 or 3 events in a 2 or 3 months window, and the fucking champ comes from that, and I think you'd attract the right big sponsors because it's economically sustainable. Not trying to
Agreed.
make cunts that have got no sponos, not full-time professionals, trying to go to 10 comps around the world.
I
It's
think we all
fucking
know
retarded.
this. I think we all know this. And to bolster that, put money into grassroots, have national tours across the world.
Yep.
Have more of a focus on the national tour, and then the
Yep.
reward is to get a fucking seed or an entry into the trial to the World Cup, right? That's
Yep.
that everyone, most
Absolutely.
people thinks that this is the best way to do it.
Your top 5 or your top 10 from your
Region.
national tour,
Yep.
Goes to the World Cup, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Aussie, you'd have 10. Europe, you'd have 10. America, you'd probably have 10.
New
South
Zealand,
America,
maybe
have,
one. New Zealand, maybe one or two if we're lucky.
if we're lucky.
Yeah.
If we're lucky.
Yeah.
Indo, Japan, Hawaii,
Portugal, Morocco, fucking
Yeah.
Raro.
It would be
That'd be awesome.
fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Imagine having a world tour comp at Raro. It'd blow it up. But fuck, that'd be so sick.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be. You need
Imagine that. You just go
don't
mobile.
You don't want to
around the
blow up.
island.
Don't blow up Raro.
No, you
Go
don't wanna blow
somewhere.
it.
Go somewhere where it's already established, like Indo or Tahiti. Probably just Tahiti because there's so many waves there.
It's blowing up on my wall.
Oh yeah, you fucking. You shouldn't have even said the name of the wave, but hey, I've got so many show notes, and like I need to.
I
go into
enjoyed that conversation. I know it brought your energy down a little bit, but
because I feel like I'm just trying to fight to get my fucking report out. I'm just struggling to get. Yeah, I've only got about 15 minutes before I need to cook some tea. I'm so hungry, dude. I haven't eaten since probably. I haven't eaten since about 11, no, 12 o'clock. So
right. Well, I really want to
hungry.
get this one show note out.
Okay, I've got so many show notes left over, but that's okay. We can just do another potty. Oh, imagine if we did like one and if we did like 2 in 2 weeks, bro. That'd break the internet, I reckon. Hey, dude.
We should do one next week. We'll do a post Kiwis game one.
Dude, that'd be nuts, bro.
Hey, when are you booking us a guest?
And I'll save my fucking notes up, my show notes, bro.
I got so many.
Show notes?
Yeah, I got so many.
Oh, that's good.
Now,
Yes.
who?
Yeah,
who's the next guest, please?
No, I can't say to you on air. I have to talk to you another time. Another time.
You got one on the go?
Got one on the go, mate. Got one on the go. Got many on the go.
Some exciting exciting irons on the fire with one Mr. Steve Fortune that we can't talk about. But
Correct.
If it does eventuate.
We can't talk about it. So shush, you've probably already said too much.
Well, that's it. Ambiguous, and also, Steve can't handle Blaketown. He can't handle it.
Oh, yeah, no, Steve is just anti-New Zealand bodyboarding comps, and he probably couldn't handle a bottom turn at 4 foot Blaketown. Not at all.
I don't think so.
Not at all.
No, I don't think
Steve-o.
I think he'd end up crying.
No, it'd be too cold. He wouldn't know how to. He wouldn't know what board to ride, and he wouldn't know how to bloody handle the corner suckiness.
That rip would freak him out because those waves up in the North Island are just so soft and gentle, and you use your little jet ski to go to them.
He's gonna be fucking spitting he'll be listening to this, spitting his beer out, going, "Fuck those inbred cunts."
He's gonna throw his beer bottle at the boogie bar sign and crack it.
I'm gonna go down to Christchurch and fucking 124 that fucking Hodgo card.
Hey, if you give it out, you got to take it as well.
Exactly. Hey, shout out to, because by the time this comes out, the Auckland Bodyboard Comp, the annual comp that they run on Labour Weekend, would have already run.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully everyone had fun, and hopefully they get some good waves. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see who wins the Open Men's. There's a few other divisions. I saw the Open Men's had a field of about 13. Love the design of the poster. I love the updates. It's cool how they put up the draw on Instagram too, so you can actually see who's entered, which is pretty cool. So good work, boys and girls up there. Keep the stoke alive. I'm looking forward to see who wins.
Yep. Well done, lads. Keep the stoke alive, and maybe get a little debrief someone.
Hey, that's a good idea. Why don't we interview one of the organisers or something? Eh?
Sure. Yeah, it'd be cool to have K-Mac back on, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't think he's actually part of it, to be honest.
Is he just judging?
I don't even know if he's judging. I think he's out of it.
I think he's there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Was he on that post?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that was Jeff King. Are you not getting confused with Jeff King?
No, I think it was K-Mac.
Have a look. Apologies.
Now, can I do my show note? Because we haven't.
I need to pee now as well.
Yeah, should we just go pee? I won't pause. We'll go pause.
Okay, then you'll have to edit it out.
No, I'll pause.
Pause it, and then we'll just we know now. You'll have PT.
Hey guys. Hey, just quick shout out to have a nice cold tiger. But just while we're waiting for Jolan to come back, we'd love to, grow the podcast audience as much as we can. So all I'm asking is that if you guys could, if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe to either Jolan's channel, my channel, or the Man Swoo channel. But yeah, like and commenting on our videos on YouTube really helps with the algorithm. And the other one is if you could subscribe and review, give a 5-star review rating to Man Swoo on Spotify and iTunes. That'll help us grow the podcast as well.
Oh, he's doing the bloody like and subscribe and comment.
Yeah, because So we got to remind it because we want to keep growing the potty. Well, I do, but Jolan's got that weird thing where it's like it's not cool to try.
Exactly. I don't give a fuck.
But
it's cringe.
No, it's not. We're just shut up. You're making me all fucking echoey again, you cunt. Now,
me? It's my fault now. Whatever fucking stupid setting you've got on, it's my fault.
So yeah. Anyway, try that.
Have you pressed record?
Appreciate comments. Yeah.
Have you pressed record?
Yes, dickhead.
Have you pressed record though?
Yes, I have. I see it up there saying recording.
Not record.
It's recording.
ING. I hope there's an ING on there.
Oh my god, penis. All right. Yeah. I'd be wrapped if you guys did that for us. Just helps with the algorithms,
Yeah, man. The algos, guys and girls. You got to click the buttons and you got to do the things and you got to press the things and you got to say the stuff and you got to do the 5 stars on us, okay? Come on, you know the drill. Everyone says it. Everyone says it, so you got to do it too.
Oh my god! See how you get pissed off when I get nego about IBC.
I'm just having fun. You get dark.
When you get dark. I get pissed off when you don't want to try. Because you're like, it's not cool. It's not cool. Homo.
Mine's a lot more lighthearted than yours, mate. God, I can feel the dark energy. It's coming out of the fucking solar system through my windows.
All right.
Dark matter.
This is going to take about 5 to 10 minutes. All right.
Fuck. All right. Well, this is going to wrap up the show. All my show notes haven't even touched. Oh my God.
And then just a quick Kiwis and UFC prediction.
Oh, no. Okay. No, I don't know if I can do this. I'm so hungry. I've still got to cook dinner for me and my daughter, mate. You're making my daughter wait for a dinner. How do you feel?
Good.
Carry on. Go.
Right, you ready?
Yeah, mate, go.
So in the last few weeks, I've gone down a massive rabbit hole of climber deaths on Everest and K2. Okay.
Right.
Watched docos, read a couple of books, Into Thin Air, which is fucking crazy. So the first one is I really learned about the 1996 disaster where 11 people died in one night, in one day on Everest.
I've read a book about Everest. I can't remember what it was. I think it's a really famous one, and it haunted
Into Thin Air,
me.
I'd say.
It haunted me, dude. I can't remember the title. It might be that. I think it was a while ago, though. I think I went down this rabbit hole, bro, probably about Not trying to be like, oh yeah, I've done this before.
Ugh.
I'm honestly just saying, I remember reading a book about 12 years ago, and it was harrowing,
Yeah.
harrowing, listening to
Mm.
the stories of them
Yeah.
walking up and just seeing corpses and the whole oxygen thing and the fucking, you've got to go up a summit and then go back down, and you go up two and then you got to go back down. You got to go back up another two. It's fucking nuts, eh?
Yeah. The acclimatization thing, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, started with that into thin air, which is about the Kiwi
Oh, yeah.
company owner guy, Rob Hall, who fucked up, got too greedy to try and get people to the summit, ended up dying on the summit.
You've seen the movie?
Yeah, Everest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. You know,
Is Sam Neill in that?
no.
Who is it?
There's a few Kiwi actors in there.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, and
gotcha.
Aussie actors.
Yeah.
Now, so that's the book Into Thin Air, and about that incident, pretty cool. But the one I want to talk about is actually the 2008 incident on K2, which is statistically much more dangerous than Everest.
Where's K2 again?
K2 is in the
India?
north of Pakistan.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was around there. Yeah,
the
gotcha.
second highest peak in the world.
Okay.
And where do I start? Because I just wanted to condense this right, because people have got to go watch the documentary. It's
what's
it
incredible.
Called? It's called The Summit, right?
Oh, okay. So The Summit, and it's about K2.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I could probably put the link into it.
That was my next question was, how can you watch it?
Yeah.
You could allegedly probably download it from some torrent, no doubt.
Oh, it's just on YouTube for free.
Oh, sweet. How long does it go for?
About hour and a half.
Sweet. Cool.
So incredible. So let me tell a story.
Right. Cool. Go for it.
So yeah, K2, one out of every four climbers on K2 dies.
Holy shit. What's the Everest stat? Isn't that like 1 in 12?
I think it's 1 in 12 or 1 in 20, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, 1 in 4.
There's no guiding for K2.
Psycho.
Yeah, there's no guiding for K2. It's just hardcore climbers.
No Sherpas. No Sherps.
No, they have Sherpas, but Sherpas that want to do the climb themselves. They're not there to support or help people.
So not technically Sherps, just their own little they just want to do it.
They want to do it themselves, right?
Yep. Gotcha.
Mate, you got to see this fucking doco.
I'm fucking keen now. I'm super keen.
This story is about a group of Koreans, Americans, Poms, Norwegians, Dutch, and Sherpas, right? The indigenous people from the Himalayas.
So they've rocked over to bloody Pakistan.
Yep.
Yeah, because they love it up there.
Yep. So they've gone, right, we're going to knock off K2 this year, right? There's about 28 of them, right?
Yeah. Gotcha.
And they're separate groups, but they all come together at base camp, and they're like, right, well, let's all work together. You know, we'll come up with a plan to get to the fucking summit, right?
Yeah.
And so, because there's a bunch of climbers there that have already tried K2 and failed. And
died or had to just go back?
They had to go back, but a few of them have nearly died as well in previous years.
Sounds like everyone almost dies.
That's fucking crazy, bro. You wait.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. So they all combine, so they do that thing. They're going up, setting up a camp, coming back down, going up, setting up a camp. And then after a few months, they get to the final camp, which is Camp 4, just below the death zone, which is, that 8,000 meter limit where, once you go past 8,000 meters, you're in the death zone, which is like the same altitude as a cruising jumbo jet, like 29,000 feet, right?
Fuck. So
this last camp, Camp 4, is just below the death zone. So they make the final plan to summit.
Yeah.
They but you get to Camp 4. Some people are already sick with, hypoxia. Some people are already injured, right? They're feeling the effects of the altitude because they're just below the death zone by like a couple of hundred meters, still 7,800 meters up above sea level.
Sorry, how long to get up to the last camp?
Oh, like 2 or 3 days.
Gotcha.
of climbing.
Yeah. Of like
right?
fucking 10, 12 hours a day of climbing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So they get there and then they see that they got real perfect conditions that night to start out that night at midnight, because that's when everybody starts, right? Yeah.
Start at midnight. Crazy.
They usually
climbing
start at
in
midnight.
the dark?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So fucking this group of like 20 plus climbers set out from Camp 4. And to get to K2, the reason K2 is so dangerous from Camp 4 is between the summit and Camp 4 is a 100-meter ice cliff called the bottleneck. And you have to climb up towards it, then sidle across it on a vertical face below the ice cliff. This ice cliff is constantly moving. It's basically like Russian roulette, whether you're going to get past it or not.
It's like a fucking glacier at the top of the mountain. You got to try.
It's like overhanging. It's overhanging. It's like 100 meters high, right? So these cunnies set out from Camp 4, and some cunnies stay at Camp 4 to watch the climbing party. And straight away, they're all like, why is everyone moving so slow?
Oh, no.
And then, so the effects of the altitude and shit is already starting to get to some people.
Oh, fuck.
They're like zombies, right? And then these cunnies, there's like some people that are in charge of setting the line, the hook in.
The belays and everything.
Yeah. And then they're sitting them like 10 meters from camp. So some of the other climbers are like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, we've got to go back and cut these lines now to put them up where the real climbing is.
Because they've lost the plot a little bit, yeah.
They've lost the plot a little bit.
Oh, Jesus.
The other ones, the Korean climbing team, they're all smokers. They're at Camp 4 smoking. And they were meant to be in charge of putting the lines in. These motherfuckers are doing Korean barbecue and fucking.
The thing I love about Asians, fuck, they love a ciggy, mate.
They love a ciggy.
They love a ciggy. From the Chinese to the Koreans to the Japs to the Indonesians. Yeah. It's just the Jins. All the Jins love the cigs, man. It's true.
So, the Sherpa goes into the Koreans' tent and it's like fucking 1 a.m. And they're like, you're meant to be going out setting lines. And they're like supposed to sit in their tent smoking darts. They're fucking 8,000 meters in the air.
I'll be going. And then oxygen tank. And then oxygen tank.
Having a soju. Having a soju.
Fucking alcoholic drink.
Anyway,
carry on. Come on.
So the climbing party finally gets to the bottom of the Serac. They're like 2 hours behind, right?
Yeah.
They're 2 hours behind.
Yeah.
This fucking Serbian guy, they're climbing the bottom of the Serac, right? Sidling around the bottom of the Serac. The Serbian guy, who's obviously, because when you get hypoxia, like high altitude sickness, it's like you're being incredibly drunk, right?
Oh, no.
So your decision making's fucked.
Yeah.
He unclips and goes to pass one of the Norwegian birds.
Oh, shit.
And when he unclips,
he's dead.
He just he grabs her.
Oh, no.
And he falls. And he just goes down the mountain. See you later. Right?
Dead.
No. So here's it. So he fucking.
Are you going to give any? Hey, hang on. Are you going to give any spoiler alerts? Like, hey everyone, if you're going to watch the thing.
Oh yeah. Yes. So stop watching now. If you want to. If you want to.
You're going to fuck it for me, but that's okay. I don't mind. Mind.
I think I tell it better than the fucking docker cunny.
Yeah, I'm quite enraptured.
So this cunny unclips, slips, falls, tries to grab the Norwegian bird to hold on. Oh. She's like, fuck off. And she like falls, but she's saved by the line, right? She's clipped into. Yeah. He flies down the mountain. He stops, stands up, waves at everybody, and then everybody's like, oh, he's all right. And then he just starts falling again.
Oh,
and then that one fucks him. He's just dead. Like, they could tell he's fucked. There's blood everywhere.
Yeah.
So his Serbian mate and another English guy who's not feeling very well, they're like, oh.
What do we do? Go back?
I'm not feeling well. That's our mate. Well, we can't get him down the mountain. There's no way you can carry them down the mountain, but we could probably take him down to Camp 4 because it's not too far away. We could bury him at Camp 4.
Yeah. Jesus.
So on the way down, so they get into him. He's fucked. He's dead. So on the way down, so they're sliding him down, and then this Pakistani guy. So, the audio. So the British guy who's helping lower this guy down the mountain fucking left his camera on with the audio running. They put that audio into the doco.
Sick.
So you hear what really happens.
Yes,
this Pakistani guy who's
real life
fucked,
shit.
He's fucked, right? He stumbles into the British guy, and you can hear the British guy going, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Fucking stand up." And he stumbles into him, falls, and then he starts sliding down the mountain, but he's saved because they're all tied together, right?
Yeah.
But if he hangs on, he's going to pull the rest of them down the mountain.
Oh.
So the British guy's going, "Fucking let go. You're going to take us all down. Let go." So the Pakistani lets go, and instead of trying to get out his ice axe to like brace himself while he's falling, he just lets go, says not a word, and just slides out of view. Gone. Says not a word. He said it was the creepiest thing he's ever seen in his whole fucking life. The guy just, and the doco, you got the audio from it, and you hear the British guy go, "What the fuck?" This
So he didn't grab his, because you just fucking get the ice axe and go brush and put in your, kick your crampons into the side of the fucking thing, and then probably set another fucking peg and get another line going. He was just like, "I'm done, boys, out."
Gone. Didn't say a word. No screaming. No
just
nothing.
Creepy. Just
gone. Silent.
Whoa, that's heavy.
To full 5,000 meters down the mountain.
What a way to fucking commit suicide. But obviously he's addled. He's fucked. Like his
brain's cooked, mate.
Yeah.
Because when they like, if they get too fucked, they'll sit down and get hypothermia and then strip naked and just walk down the mountain.
That's right, they do too, because they feel like they're getting too hot and their skin gets all itchy. I'm like, yeah,
so
crazy.
So what does the rest of the party do, Jolan?
They carry on, hopefully.
Plus
do they carry on?
They're like, well, they're fucked. We'll just carry on.
Good.
So one guy, he's a Spanish guy. He's like, these fuckers don't belong up here. They're fucking useless. I'm going by myself. He just takes off up the mountain by himself. Summits by himself.
No. He gets there.
Yep. Summits by himself. And he's back down by Camp 4 by like 5:30 that next day. 5:30 p.m.
Sweet.
He's like, these cunts fucking useless. I'm done with them.
Good.
The rest of the party stays together.
Oh, no.
But they're all fucked, right? They're all feeling it. So the latest party to arrive at the summit that night was 7:30 p.m.
Right.
Their hard cutoff time to turn back is 2 p.m.
Oh, fuck.
So they've obviously got summit fever. And they're also seeing that the weather's perfect. There's no wind. There's no fucking nothing. It's just perfect, right?
Wow. Yeah.
So the last dumb cunnies get to the summit 7:30, and they're all stumbling their way down because the hardest part of the stuff is descending, not climbing, right?
Yeah.
It's the most dangerous part. It's descending because of the energy levels and all that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that's right. It is too. Yeah.
Yep. So one of these guys, Norwegian guy, a husband and a wife, the Norwegian guy gets halfway to the summit and he's go, I can't carry on. I'm too fucked.
Oh, no.
And his wife was real strong still. So she carried on with her other climbing mate.
She bailed on him.
So he waited there for like a few hours. They got to the summit. They come back down, met together, started walking back down.
He didn't go to the summit. He just said, "Oh, you guys go up. I'll wait here."
Yep. I'll wait here. Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha.
By this time, when they meet up, it's pitch black, right? So there's probably like 20 climbers going from the summit back down to Camp 4, pitch black.
And they're still got to get through that fucking terrible ice part.
They've got to go through what's called the bottleneck.
Yeah.
So the Norwegian husband and wife and the other climbing partner, they're one of the first groups to be descending. And they're climbing around the edge of the Serac again, around the edge of the bottleneck, underneath the ice cliff.
Yeah.
And they're just using the lines that they've already put in. And then they're talking to each other, just slowly climbing across. And then the wife says something to her husband. And then she looks over and just sees and then here's a bit of a rumble,
No.
and then ice just comes from the top of the Serac. He's gone, just gone. He was next to her. He was next to her 1 second, and then the next second he's just gone. Like his head torch was there, and then silently, bang,
just
gone.
a fucking chunk of ice just took him. See you later.
Just took him out.
Just broke off.
Took him out.
Wow.
So when that happened, the icefall cut all the main line going down the mountain.
God.
So the rest of the people who tried to get down the mountain with just ice axes and crampons, no lines.
In the dark.
In the dark.
What the fuck?
Up above them, this Irish guy and a few other guys, they've stumbled across a group of Korean climbers who are all tethered together. Hey?
Smoking ciggies.
So, and it recreated so fucking horrifically in the doco. Gets to so this Irish guy and this Dutch guy, they're pretty fucked. They're already feeling it, but go real slow. And they come across this group of Koreans who are all tethered together, just hanging off the fucking mountain. Blood everywhere, unconscious.
Oh, jeez.
And so they try to revive them, right? Especially the Irish guy and this Italian guy as well. They spend a few hours with these Koreans trying to revive them. And the Dutch guy goes, we can't save them. If we stay here, we're fucked.
Yeah.
We've got to go.
We've just got to keep moving.
And like the Dutch guy was going snow blind, so literally blind.
Oh.
And he's like, if we keep trying to help these fuckers, we're dead. You know?
Yeah.
And so the Italian and the Dutch guy leave. They're like, no, I've got to go. I'm going to die here if I don't carry on. This is at night by now, right? The Irish guy, who's already feeling pretty fucking cooked, who's a really good mountaineer, stays.
Oh.
Because he just can't lead these guys. He just won't.
Oh,
he's like a bit of a mountaineering legend.
What an awesome dude, yeah.
Anyway, about to finish. I'll finish in a minute.
Yeah, just everyone who's listening, you won't need to watch it now. You're good.
So, fucking the Dutch guy gets lost on the mountain and spends 2 more nights out on the mountain, loses all his fingers and toes, and they find him 2 days later.
Dead or alive?
No, alive.
Oh, sweet.
He somehow survived for 2 days in the death zone. The longest anybody's ever survived in the death zone.
Oh, my gosh.
The Italian guy gets found just like up the mountain from Camp 4 by one of the Sherpas, who was by far the fucking biggest GC, most hard. He was the only guy going, because he got to Camp 4 early, after summiting. He was the only guy that kept going back up the mountain to try and find people. And he found the Italian, revived him with oxygen, got him back to Camp 4, saved his life.
Wow, amazing.
The Irish guy
that was went to save the Koreans.
Got these Korean guys unhooked from all of their tangled ropes, revived them all, got them around the bottom of the ice cliff, and 2 Sherpas who were forced to go up by the Korean climbing party went up to meet them, right? And then a avalanche from the Serac killed them all.
Irish dude as well?
Yeah.
No.
And two cousin Sherpas.
No, I was hoping for a good ending then.
When Pemba, the gangster Sherpa, was reviving...
that sounds like a Sherpa, his name.
Yeah. When he was reviving the Italian climber, he saw the avalanche coming, because it's in the morning now. It's daytime.
Yeah.
He saw the avalanche coming, took cover. It just missed him. And when he stood back up just down the hill from him, the 2 Sherpa cousins were tangled together, dead as doornails, mangled. He took photos of them, to verify their bodies. And
what
so,
a crazy sport. Is it a sport? A hobby? It's a sport.
What a fucking crazy.
It's fucking nuts, dude.
So there was investigations and but 11 people in one day. But
Oh,
you've got to watch it. Even me spoiling the whole thing. I haven't spoiled the whole thing,
most of it.
but it's the best documentary I've ever seen.
Wow. Wow.
The the best, like the way it's retold, the way that
It's called The Summit.
the recreation of the scenes of the accidents and stuff.
Yeah.
Just fucking mind blowing.
Okay. This is going to rekindle my, it's already rekindled it. Yeah. Because there's something about it, eh? It's just such a fucked thing to do. Is to climb. And just what you've got to go through to get to the summit is just like, God, if you survive that, you've conquered the world pretty much, eh? Like, honestly.
But just I think the absolutely irrational insanity, the fact that people have already died, and you're like, oh, I'm going to carry
Still
on.
going.
I'm going to keep going.
That is a tweaked mindset, bro. Honestly, it's
what is wrong with
mental. Oh, obviously their lives are fucking. They need that to get them going, eh?
If I saw some cunny fall down a mountain next to me, exactly where I'm climbing, where he was climbing, he's turning back.
Exactly. But then, obviously, when you prep for something like that, you know the dangers. You know you're going to see dead bodies. You know you're going to probably see 1 in 4 of your party die. So you just get prepared for it. You're just like, yep, this is just the norm.
The one that
up here.
And there was one other guy that died that I forgot about, a French guy.
Poor Frenchie.
The Italian guy who was climbing back down the mountain by himself at night found this random French guy just hanging on the side of the mountain. Obviously just fucked, right?
Shit.
He tries to like help him, but he's like, "You just go, mate. I'm done."
Oh, he lets him go. It's just like, so don't bother.
He just passes him, right? Because he's like, "I got to go." This is at night as well. So the Italian guy, like about 20 minutes later, is continuing to climb down. And then he just hears this noise, like a skidding sound, like
it's a Frenchie.
The little Frenchie's just sliding down the mountain, mate.
Sliding down like a little snail, like a wee snail.
Little slalom for French man.
Snail slalom.
That's the creepiest one. Because again, no sound, no screaming, no nothing.
A little rustling.
They said there was another one on Everest where like 40 climbers passed this British guy close to the summit who was fucked. They couldn't help him.
Yeah.
But so many of the climbers, blamed themselves because they couldn't do anything. And he was just sitting in the cave going, help.
Oh.
Help. Oh. And they were like, we can't do anything, mate.
Honestly, all of these deaths are some of the worst deaths you could imagine, dude. Like the falling, I don't know, maybe the falling to your deaths could be quite peaceful after the initial,
the
hysteria. But then after a while, you probably because, falling to your deaths, what is it really? 10, 15 seconds and you're dead. Yeah, crazy. Hey, mate, that story went for an extra little bit, so I haven't got time to do anything. I needed to go and cook dinner 10 minutes ago, so we're just going to say goodbye. I got to go and be a parent now and cook dinner for my child. So no, there's no more. There's no more one more things.
Kiwis or kangaroos? Go. Kiwis or kangaroos?
Kiwis. There is one more thing. I want to say shout out to Joel and Tim's show for securing us tickets. Love you, boys.
Love you, boys.
You're the best. I can't wait to go to the Kiwis test tomorrow. Hopefully I can get over the passes. Should be okay. But yeah, Kiwis, I've already put $10 on them. They're paying $3.30.
Max or Ilya?
I'm going Ilya, but I'm betting on Max. I've put $5 on Max to win in the 5th round TKO or knockout.
Wow.
Because that's really good odds.
Good odds.
And I still think Hamzat's going to beat Robert. What are you going to do?
I got Rob.
Okay, but my brain says Hamzat, but I'm betting on Robert. Knockout TKO round 4.
Go Max. Go the Kiwis. If Rob, Max, and the Kiwis lose tomorrow, I will be ropeable.
Same. And let's shake hands. I think Ilya's going to beat Max. $20. Ready? Put it to the side of the screen. No. My side. The other side. Now you go the other way. Use your other hand. Use your other hand. Other hand.
I can't get it in frame.
Go the other way to the other frame.
No, it's taking too long.
Okay.
I can't do it. I can't say.
No. Go like that with the other hand towards the middle of the screen. See? Yes, keep going. Keep going. To the middle. Keep going.
I literally can't.
You don't know what's going on.
I don't know
All
what
right.
you're talking about.
See you, mate. Hey, everyone.
Goodbye,
Thanks for
Tim.
coming. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed the fucking Hodgo's elongated mounting stuff.
Well, I left it for the end.
I reckon Steve Fortune would have signed out in the first 5 seconds. All right, see you guys. Bye-bye.
Too cold for him.
It's too cold.
Too cold for him.
That's good.